men who go off and fight, and war is something that isn't just physical, it's also spiritual. And I think to so many men who do ministry, and it's so easy to criticize them online, but to think that these people are constantly on a battlefield, and yet instead this is something without honor, this is something that is misunderstood. But to go to war is to put yourself at risk, and it's a hard thing, but men have always gone to war. Men have always had to leave their families at home while they go to war, and it's so hard. It's not going to be easy to be sitting in London, spending time with my family, knowing that my husband is in danger. But I trust in his purpose. I know that I'm called to support him. And I see that this is what gives him life. This is what the Lord called him to. And when he's not living in that purpose, it's like part of himself is missing. And I knew this when I chose to marry him. And I think like I can't imagine anything bad happening to you. But really the reason I've had so much peace about this so far is just knowing that if I truly believe that you are following God's purpose for your life, you're doing what he's called you to do, then I'm going to stand by it and I'm going to trust in it. And you've already done so many things that so many people would think is so weird and completely crazy. But it would be hard to stand by you if I was doubtful of whether you hear from God or not, why you're doing this. But I just feel so strongly that I know that this is something you have to do. And I think when we see things online, we take everything so lightly, the way that we talk about what people are doing for God, and should they have acted like this or shouldn't they have acted like this. And it's so easy to nitpick what someone is doing. But if someone was going off to war and fighting for those who can't defend themselves, would we be criticizing their war strategy? Would we be criticizing, would we be picking apart everything they've done? No, we would also be trying to join in on the war effort by helping in other ways, by encouraging, by tending to the wounded, by helping those that are present with us. You know, I'm trying to think in the framework of this analogy. So I just think we should be so very careful to speak against the purpose that God has placed on people's lives, because sometimes we're criticizing someone because we don't understand, but we want to be very careful about criticizing or doubting the Holy Spirit. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to speak fear into my own husband's purpose, because that it would be wrong of me to hold you back.